Hey guys, good late morning to you. It is Thursday, October 13th, and Lance is making some weird body movement, which leads me to believe that we are most likely not recording anything. So, the usual.
Lance is trying to figure out how to read with his glasses.
Oh, okay.
The doctor told me not to.
Lance went to the doctor because he's going half blind. Which works great when you're working social media.
It's a big plus.
A lot going on. There's a lot going on. I don't even know where to start with how much is happening right now, and none of it is related to anything we should be talking about 25 days out from our general election. Am I right?
Bob Dylan won the Nobel Prize.
Did he win?
In literature, yeah.
Very nice. Go to Bob. Judy Blume should have won the literature Nobel Peace.
She apparently, I don't know.
Prize for literature. Anyway, let me tell you why today started off as a good day. Every day is either a great day or a not such a great day, starting at about 5 a.m. Here's how this works. Basically, I have two kids. We have a 3-year-old and a 20-month-old, and they go to sleep in the same room. But because the young one, the little one, Quinny, she seems to wake up at like 4 in the morning. We don't want her waking up the older one. So we bring her in and she sleeps in a pack and play in our bedroom. Not in our bed. We're not those people. Just in our bedroom. Actually farther away from where we are. She can't even see us. Anyway, so what we do is once every like 3.5 weeks, the older one actually gets up first. And so while she's sleeping, Stephanie and I have to literally, like ninja style, sneak out of the bedroom. And not just like, oh, let's be quiet when we sneak out. Like, you can't flush a toilet. Like, you have to bring your toothbrush out so that you could brush your teeth outside. You literally are on your tiptoes. You're like on your stomach doing some sort of like burpee type of crawl to get out of the bedroom. And anyway, what is my point? The point is I was successful. We were actually both successful this morning, which is great. We were able to get out of the room. The little one didn't wake up. So no matter what happens now, if I forget my train of thought for the next 4 hours, if nobody shows up, if Lance can't read who's in the room, if Connor doesn't get a date, if Trump decides that he's going to admit to all the ladies, if Bill decides he's going to admit, no matter what happens today, it doesn't matter because I was successfully able to sneak out of the 20-month-old's room without her hearing. And that is, the barometer is so low for how I judge a good and a bad day. So no matter what, it's going to be a good day. That being said, politics is as entertaining as it's ever been. Lance is not following it right now because he's so wrapped up in the Blue Jays. And Connor is so worried about getting a date that he's having a hard time following it. But for the most part, it's good, right?
Politics.
Come on.
It's really good.
I mean, it's terrible, but it's fun to watch. As a complete and utter outsider, it's a slow-moving train wreck. It's what it is. Don't you agree?
Absolutely. It's not a slow moving. It's a pretty fast moving.
It's a fast moving train wreck, but it's like a 25-day. It's like a train wreck where it's going to actually wreck in like. Well, how many days out are we? We have to be about between 20 and 25 days out. Anyway, the wreck's going to happen, and we're just all along for the ride. And who knows at this point what's going to happen. I wish you could turn the camera around and see what's happening behind me. It is like a circus of activity, which is why I have the attention span right now of like my shoulder. Yeah, I can't. There's a lot of like whispering. There's like a whole host of things happening behind me. Come on, Connor, just listen. Lance is trying to tell you something. And I'm obviously distracted. Tell him.
Forget.
Oh, you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble. You're in trouble right now. Anyway, so that's that. That's what's happening. I don't know. It's kind of been a quiet day. It's a good day today. We're gonna kind of see where politics takes us. Other than that, I don't know. You want to say hi to some people for me?
Okay, we'll do. We're gonna go. Hey, Jenna from Elizabeth Kate. Elizabeth, if I remember correctly, is our Hershey.
Really? She's back in from Hershey? I love that.
I'm not the doctor, so I should be able to do this, but I can't.
So why don't you hold off?
George Bertram says, good morning, Jenny. Yesterday was boring without the show.
It was boring because, and it was boring for us too. I'll tell you, I'm Jewish. I tried to fast. Lance was not bored because he went to the doctor yesterday. I attempted to fast, but I did it. You know, as you get older, you end up fasting for half religious purposes and half for diet purposes. And the whole time I was going through it, I was like, this stinks for the religious purpose, but for the diet purpose, I need a good day to just cleanse my system. and I was cruising till about 4 o'clock, and then I hit a wall, and I kept saying to Harper, I'm so hungry, and she said, you can't eat, Mom. You cannot eat. Didn't understand why, but she just knew that I wasn't allowed to eat. So anyway, it was successful, made it through, and to all my Jewish friends, congratulations, Happy New Year, all of it, and to my non-Jewish friends, sorry that you didn't get a chance to rid your body of food for an entire 24 hours.
I thought you were saying sorry that they're not Jewish.
Sorry, you're not Jewish. I'm barely Jewish. I don't think my parents are watching. Who else is saying hi?
Okay. Brian O'Neill is watching. He says, nice top you're wearing.
Oh, thank you very much.
Jan
I
Myers.
live in constant fear that I've got cleavage showing. I feel like, would you tell me?
No.
When I was at the Today Show.
I live in constant anticipation of your cleavage.
I feel like that's true in many ways. But it's one of those
I
things.
just try to make sure I have
What-
the camera at an angle that they can't see it, but that I
Okay,
can.
well, whenever I'm working with a male crew, I always, even if you, whoever, any crew.
Well, yeah, your crews are all over the
All
place.
my
We were just
crews-
discussing that, like, you're like...
Lance thinks I'm single-handedly killing every team. You understand what teams are when we talk about teams? I play for a team. Lance plays for a different team. We're constantly
Connor's
recruiting.
on my team.
Connor's on your team. We're constantly recruiting.
And I'm blaming you for the fact that Connor can't get a date because you've sucked the life out of all of the women.
It's not my... You think somehow I have taken the women from you?
No.
It's not just you, it's you and your kind.
Oh, my team? You
Your
think
team
my
is
team's
like all
recruiting behind your
they're
back?
like, yeah, it's nasty what you're doing to our team.
Listen
our
to
team is being left with those people.
It's not my fault if you guys can't stick to your own teams. Like, if you,
I don't...
like, it's not my fault that everyone's such traitors on your side. Like, I apologize for that. Anyway,
Anyhow.
let's keep going.
Anywho, okay.
Do you think my team has a Hall of Fame? Like, where is
Are you
it?
the
And, like,
Are you the MVP of your team? Is
no
that-
way! Not even close.
Who's the MVP of your team?
Like Rosie O'Donnell, I think.
Oh, you think Rosie's the MVP?
It depends what your standard of level of play is. Like, I mean, we
I
gotta
don't
be
know. How
batting
would you
what?
define who are the Hall of Fame voters? Actually, Steve was here the other day. He's an MLB Hall of Fame voter.
Yeah. I don't know. I know someone who just walked in who'd be a great person to ask, but we'll get to her in a
speaking,
second.
we'll get there in a second.
That's a great question. Who, like, if my team had an MVP or a Hall of Fame, who would be in it?
Actually, I think the whole concept is something that we will be working on. We should
Okay.
actually have a poll question. Connor, do you have a pen and pad yet?
Listen, people under age 50, 40, 30 don't use pen and pads, Lance. I've been trying to tell you that. He probably doesn't even know how to write.
I know, but I specifically instructed him.
Oh, then that's different. He's the boss.
I can type quicker than
I know, but like you don't carry like whatever.
I talk in my headphones.
Okay.
Can we,
When you're on the phone, you can't do this.
who else is saying hello?
Anyway, it does not challenge Claudia Expol. Claudia just says if it
There you
doesn't
go.
challenge you, it does not change you.
That's
Sin
my line.
gives you a smiley face.
Who does, Sam?
Sin Marie.
Sin Marie. Thank you very much, Sin
James
Marie.
says, "Hey Jenny, you're not on NBC anymore." That's right, James.
Captain Obvious, checking in. I love it.
John Farless says, "I will be glad when all these politics are done and over with."
You
I
think
kind
that,
of think that
John.
the politics are just going to start after the election.
No, John, that's what you think. But the truth is, I can't even put into words. When was the last time, a month out of an election, I couldn't. The day to day was more interesting than the whole grand election itself. It's like I said, it is a slow moving train wreck, and it is exciting to watch because no one in our lifetime has ever witnessed or experienced anything quite like this. I don't know, really, I can't name 3 policy initiatives that Donald Trump wants, and right now I probably couldn't even name 3.
You can't name 3 policy initiatives that Donald Trump wants?
No. I mean, besides like her, and the other one. Like, I
What
couldn't.
about, let's start. Olivia was on the show the first day. She's...
The Wall?
The Wall, that's a policy initiative.
I know, but my point is that we haven't talked policy since when was Olivia on the show? Like 3 weeks ago. No one said one thing about it.
Oh, okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, right now they're talking about sex.
Baby,
Sex and sex.
they're
I mean,
talking
like,
about
it's all,
you
That's all what it comes
and
down to.
me. That's it.
Um,
And more of an interest I could not have in that.
Sex?
Yeah, well, I think we're all
Is that your most
interested in it.
interesting?
My most interesting?
You
No.
say, you're saying more of an interest you can.
I mean, look, I'm very interested in it. We're all very interested in it in some degree.
And that's how you become the MVP. It's that focus.
There's no way I'm the MVP of my team. I can't be. I'm settled. I've got
Well, maybe that makes you the MVP.
no. Really? I don't know.
Yeah, like, I mean, that's the trend.
If
that's
anyone,
the
like,
that
Melissa
would seem-
Etheridge is more of an MVP than I am. Like, she's been doing it longer.
Well, you're just very modest.
Oh, whatever.
She's been
Anyway,
doing it, so light duration is. one
if
of
you
the-
include fitness into the lifestyle, then I'll have to put myself
Okay, well,
there.
we'll see.
How many burpees?
We'll see
do you
when we
do?
put up the vote for the. We'll put up. Ooh,
What are we talking about?
we're going to have
Is
a
this even
bracketed
a topic?
competition. Yes, we're going to have the Jenna Wolf Show bracketed competition to find the MVP
I feel
of
like
your
all we're
team.
going to do is alienate people that way.
Oh,
like,
I'm
for
sorry.
example, my dad, who's probably, like, mortified and has turned off. Who
Oh,
else is
sorry.
in the house?
Okay, Cindy from California.
Hey, Cindy.
Says hi, Jenna. Jane says hi from North Carolina. Jan
Jane.
Myers says politics. I don't know. Carly. Oh, we have a celebrity. Carly Pearlstein of the Scruffy Pearls is in the room.
Carly, come sing for us, because all we're talking about are teams, and we clearly need you to
We'll try to
break it
get
out.
her back on. Charles, it's sad, but that's the reality of all time.
It is.
Paul Devlin says, is asking if this is a show. Yes, Paul, this is a
No,
show.
it's actually not. This is Lance's idea, and we just basically sit here. It's a
Our
4-hour
punishment session for
This is
Jenna.
a whole punishment session for Lance, is what it is. It's a little bit for me as well. We
Can't
sit
see
here
it
and we
anymore.
sort of wax poetic about literally nothing. Go
Keith
on.
says you look great.
Thank you.
He says you really look great.
Keith, I kind of love you right now.
Elizabeth says Elizabeth Tate, who was the one from Hershey that we talked about earlier.
She's like famous in her town already.
Kurt Raub says it's about time you got your own show. Thumbs up.
If you call it that, I'll take it.
Okay. Good morning, all from Luke Romwood.
So remember I was talking about this diet, this big thing we're all going
I'm
on?
sorry, Elizabeth is from Georgia, not Hershey. I messed up.
Oh, well, that's okay.
Not the first time I've been mistaken.
Won't be the last.
That's for sure.
Anyway, remember we said we're going to, this big thing we're all doing, October 23rd, it's kind of like,
Yes.
it's kind of like the whole 30, but it's modified a little bit. We're going to get stronger, and we're going to lose weight, and we're going to feel great. Not that you can afford to lose any more weight. Lance lost 35 pounds. He looks fantastic. Connor's, I don't know what Connor's doing. You're in great shape. Do you work out?
I do.
You do. He does. That's great. Anyway, the guy that came up with it, not the whole 30, the modified whole 30, the guy that I had lunch with where I was inspired to do this, I need another diet like a hole in the wall, is this guy Brian, who's coming on the show today. So if you have any questions whatsoever about this big thing we are all doing together, 30 days out of the 29,000 that you are alive, you can ask questions and we'll have some fun with that.
Sarah, I always get her name wrong. Sarah Dunsapolsky says, "Good morning, love your shirt."
Thank you. Could you see that? Is that why? I gotta sit up.
Yeah, you can see down.
I'm
it,
like,
don't
is
worry.
that why? Is
You
it
can
because
see
you can
down.
see
it.
down
That's it. Everybody can see down. Gwen Jackson says, "Oh, happy day, Jenna." Bobby Mole says, "Hey, Jenna."
Hey,
Nancy Edwards
Bobby.
Bennett says, "Happy to see you." You
Bennett
rock,
says,
lady.
is that Bennett or
No,
someone
that's
else?
Nancy Edwards Bennett.
Oh.
Aaron
Hey.
Ball Tall says, "Jenna, I missed a couple of days of the show. Tried to watch yesterday and freaked out when I couldn't find you."
Oh, freaked is a little,
Well, that's what happens when you're watching the best show on TV and on social media.
I
I
love
know you don't
love
think
the
it's that
damage
good.
the sun has done to you and your
Okay,
brain, Lance.
Marvin Kirschenbaum says, "Good morning.
Marvin's checking in. Hey, Marv.
Hope we had an easy class."
Is there ever really
John
an easy
Farless
one?
says that he would date you.
Let's do it. Let's do it, John.
Keith says Ellen. No.
Oh, Ellen could be the MVP.
Ellen could be. Oh, I think Charles says Rosie. Ashley Stevens says Ellen DeGeneres, hands down.
Yeah.
Cindy Clark says, "Love watching your show."
It's got to be Ellen.
Delmet Perez says, "I just love your spirit."
Thank you.
Teresa Cadena says, oh, I botched her name. Sorry, Teresa. Hi, Jenna. Love watching you. Charles Adrian says, "Maud, be authors."
They're easily, was Maud gay? B. Arthur was gay? Was B. Arthur gay?
Do I look like I would know?
You look like the 5th member of the Golden Girls. You honestly do right now. Like, I can't even... What is that? Can I just turn the camera around to show people what you look like right now? I'm mortified. Can you turn around and show Jasmine what you look like? Turn around. Like, you think that's easy for me to look at?
You think date with Lance is going to be an easy thing to do?
I think you're going to be happily
I'm
single
going to be
for
happy,
a really long time.
and you have no idea.
Wait, I'm sorry, I have to go back to the Golden Girls because remember I told that story about how that show influenced my whole, like,
Right, your whole dating
botched
thing.
coming
right.
out. Yeah.
Right, when you were watching the Golden Girls, and one of them was actually
Intrigued by the other one.
intrigued by the other one.
I thought that was a term you used to hit on another woman. I didn't know any better because my
You want to go
entire
over that story again?
nope,
How is Jamie?
my entire social education literally came from watching the Golden Girls. Now I blame that on my parents. Regardless, it's true.
All right. Joe Proctor says it will last until the election. Gene Detweiler says, "Hi, Jenna."
Hi,
Lewis
Gene.
says, nice to see you again, Jenna. You made my day.
Thank you. Nice to
Gene
see
Deadweiler
you.
says PA in the house.
Hey, Pennsylvania.
I have a friend whose nickname is PA. We used to call him personal account. Like, he was always concerned about his personal account.
Oh,
on
really?
the trading desk.
That's
Yeah.
very funny.
Charles Adrian, can you work on it? Can you work a deal with the Logo Network for like a morning show? I don't know. Jane Moran says Jennifer President. We actually discussed this the other day. Jenna is not eligible for president.
No, I think I can now. Right?
Well, why?
Didn't they change it? I think
Because you were born to U.S. citizens.
Correct. I was born to, because Ted Cruz wasn't born here. Wasn't he born in Canada?
Right. U.S. citizens.
Yeah, and if I recall correctly, he actually ran for
All
president.
right, everybody write Jenna in.
I'm not running for president.
And we're just going to have you as a writing candidate this
I
time.
have
We actually
I
are
have
looking
no
forward
policies.
to you.
None. What would I do the first day I got there? I'd be like, all right, first of all, we need
Exercise.
2 things. We need
Everybody
a
get in
workout
shape.
room.
We need the entire country in shape.
My first
Right,
initiative,
so the entire country would be
biceps.
healthy. You'll get everybody healthy.
I know.
Healthcare insurance rates will go down. People will live longer. They'll all be smiling. They'll all be
Wonderful.
happy. What a terrible thing for the country.
But I'll be shot by the health insurance companies.
Right.
I'll be taken out.
Robert. Robert. Wow. Okay. He's having a heart cath tomorrow. Anything I should do now?
Make sure you get there, or get there early.
Be healthy. Good luck. My dad actually used to do cardiac catheterizations. Jill Wetzelheim says hi. First time tuning in.
Hey Jill, welcome. I can't believe you've missed all this for the last couple weeks. Look how much you've missed, Jill.
Joanne Masliak says, Jenny, you are enjoyable, enjoying the chats. Keep it up.
Thank you.
Luke Romwood says Billie Jean King.
Oh, Billie Jean King could be, because she's got the athletic and...
Martina Navratilova.
Yeah, I did a push-up contest with Martina Navratilova.
Oh. Jenna, I wanted... Okay, Annie Phillips.
Was here and then it...
Annie Phillips says hello from North Carolina. She wants to be on our show.
Come.
Annie.
We could obviously use you right now.
Annie, you can send me an email, laifer@gmail. LAIFER.
You really want to do that?
What?
Put it out there? I mean, that's like the second smartest thing. Remember that time where you gave my address out on the air
I'm
by
fine
mistake?
with people. They can just send me an email. What's the big deal?
I got one.
All right.
Erin Hall says she did freak out about you not being on yesterday.
Oh.
She loves the show. She listens while she's working. She bought your book.
Wow.
And has started the steps and looks forward to the challenge. She says, I've tried so many times but never felt accountable for my actions. I plan to comment every day, whether you read it or not.
I will read it.
And I think that it'll help me stay on track.
Yes. Who's that, Jill?
Erin. Hall.
Erin, I 100% support you. Accountability is the key, because if you're not accountable, you will...
Oh, you actually have a chapter on that in your book about,
off the rails. Yeah.
About sharing your foods that you eat.
Yeah, it's the best thing you can do. You don't even have to diet. All you have to do is write down everything you eat and send it to someone that you're also trying to lose weight with or you're competing with. Believe me, it's enough of an accountability check to get you to get your ass back in gear. But it's great. Welcome. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. And if there's any way I can help you out, you let me know. Do you want to date Connor?
Debbie Elson says, good morning, Jenna and Lance from Indy.
All right.
I'm going to try to read through these so we can get on track with the rest of the show.
Yeah, and then we're going to...
Sierra Romero
really
says,
get into
didn't know
sex
you
and
had,
romance.
Actually, yeah. Jasmine, you get ready. We're going to do the transition now as I read this. So
okay.
You can plan. I'm going to read these so you can hear.
Should I at least introduce while you're going through it? And what do you say?
We'll get that in a second.
Do you want me to break?
You're going to break over here so that we can get set up for the next segment.
All right, we'll take a quick break.
I'll be here, but
Wait
we're
till you see
staying
the
live
beauty
on
that's going to come
Facebook
sit
Live.
down here next to me in a second. Okay.